Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Consciouspreneur Conversations. My name is
Consciouspreneur Conversations, yes. My name is Kimberly Williams, and I'm so happy to be your host for this very important conversation, coming to you from my dining room to your room, living room, kitchen, wherever you are in the world. So happy to be here with you, Jeff.
Yes, no doubt, no doubt. And before we even get started, first and foremost, I just want to, let everyone know that we are definitely in tune and experiencing what's happening with the COVID-19 live and in real time. And we just want to extend our prayers to anybody that's been diagnosed
Yes.
with that, as well as pay our respects to anybody that we potentially have lost to that, and just let everyone know to keep their heads up and to stay safe and vigilant as we continue to press on through these uncertain times.
Definitely, please stay safe. Every day, it seems like the stories are getting closer and closer to home. Whether it's that we're hearing from our coworkers, or whether it's because you, as an entrepreneur, have lost business, or maybe you've had to lay off some of your employees, or maybe it's someone, you have children now, you've become not only the entrepreneur in chief, but now you've become the teacher in the household. These are very, very uncertain times. And we're creating this space called Consciouspreneur Conversations so that we can gather. It's our digital gathering space so that we can try to make sense of what's happening. And not only that, but even more important than that, Consciouspreneur Conversations provides opportunities in the midst of these uncertain times.
Yes, and I think it's very important that for everybody that's out there tuning in, we thank you for taking the time already to be here with us. We have some very important information that we want to share, but I think we should definitely start off by giving you a brief overview of what the Newark Business Hub actually is, and then leading into some other information. So, Kim, I think that who better than you to give the articulation of what the Newark Business Hub actually is?
Well, here's the thing. It's appropriate that we're even talking about the Newark Business Hub on Consciouspreneur Conversations, because Consciouspreneur Conversations is an affiliate. It is an outgrowth of the Newark Business Hub. The Consciouspreneur Conversations, which is what we're doing right now, is all about being amongst your peers. It's all about sharing information. It's all about uplifting and collaborating. And so, of course, if Consciouspreneur Conversations is about that, the Newark Business Hub got to be about that too. Really, Newark Business Hub is a change maker. It's an accelerator, that takes businesses that have already shown that they can make it happen, that they can win contracts, that they can collaborate, and then investing in them through executive education programs, through coaching, through mentoring, through online events such as the Consciouspreneur Conversation and other means. We invest and nurture and cultivate entrepreneurs so that they can do business better, faster, and stronger, not only nationally, but internationally. That's basically what the Newark Business Hub is. But we've grown so much, over these years. And it's funny that we're having this conversation about the Newark Business Hub right now during these uncertain times, because quite honestly, the Newark Business Hub was born out of uncertain times. When I thought about the Newark Business Hub, it was probably the year 2014. And I thought about how can we really make a change and a difference in Newark, New Jersey? And how can small businesses be at the forefront of making that change in Newark, New Jersey? How can creative entrepreneurs be at the forefront? Instead of being the victims of gentrification, how can we be the catalyst of the type of growth that we want to see in a major city like Newark, New Jersey? So in thinking about how can we provide the resources and the support for creatives, I thought a lot about it. I collaborated with Jeff Billingsley. I collaborated with Rutgers Business School. And fortunately, it was a good energy. And through that energy, we decided that we can develop a program which didn't exist, not only in Newark, it didn't exist in any major city in this country, that solely really focused on creative entrepreneurs. And so the Newark Business Hub was born. But as I said, it's an accelerator project that really seeks to further develop, nurture, and invest in creative entrepreneurs through our online courses, our workshops, our online events such as Consciouspreneur Conversations, our podcasts, and other wealth building opportunities.
Hold up, Kim. Hold up. You just said the magic word that I think we from the school of keeping things as real as we can. And I just want people to understand that we were already on a trajectory where we were converting all of our content to be able to be accessible and provided online.
We were already doing that.
We were doing that, since last year and the top of this year. But one of the things that I think people should understand is like, this stuff isn't brand new. It was already in the works. And when Kim just mentioned podcasts, the Consciouspreneur Conversations, that conversation itself started around what our podcast would become.
It's so right, Jeff.
Yeah, and we're here right now and looking to be able to reach people and meet people where they are. And I would be remiss to not kind of give you some other detailed information about what the Newark Business Hub program entails and what our partner at the Center for Urban Entrepreneurship and Economic Development at the Rutgers Business School in Newark. Shout out to Lanier Richardson. He makes up the other part of the triangle offense that we have. And I know he's here in spirit. But I just want to give you some of the modules that we cover during this program. And now that it's online, we know and understand that entrepreneurs have very busy lives. Our lives have all shifted in real time right now. So technology is at the forefront of how we look to be able to be resilient and how we, look to bring our products to market and our services to market. But I just want to go over briefly some of the modules that's included inside of the Newark Business Hub program. And it's a 6-month commitment. And now that it's all online, I think it becomes a part of your schedule in a way where you are investing the time necessary in yourself to continue your education and understand the importance of lifelong learning.
This is all about that. Building wealth through lifelong learning.
Yes, and as creative entrepreneurs, we make places cool. We make places, pop off and have this energy that attracts other people to the city. But how many of us have the business acumen that we need to be in an equitable position, in an ownership position, and to be able to survive and sustain our businesses and grow them outside of just locally? And we are fortunate enough to have a partner in the CUEED, which is short for the Center for Urban Entrepreneurship and Economic Development, that really is groundbreaking within itself. They just celebrated the 10-year anniversary, and we're proud, of our affiliation and our partnership. And I just want to give you some of the main things that CUEED and the EPI program cover as it pertains to the modules. So in training, You'll get training in the areas of customer service management, branding and marketing strategies, financing and accounting, business valuation, sales strategies, everything that you may take for granted because you're a creative, but these are things that you really need to understand as much as your accountant may understand, as much as your attorney may understand. And in addition to that, there's some other services that include individual business development and financial counselor. One of the great things that I've experienced was having gone through the program myself as one of the co-founders was that I had a personal direct financial counselor, somebody that was a financial advisor. All the instructors are experts through entrepreneurship and through their careers in their area of instruction. So you're getting real live people that have spent time and energy developing their skill set over decades, centuries, whatever the case, but people that know the lay of the land. And something we always started with the Newark Business Hub was always about collaboration. So one of the things that's offered through this is the peer empowerment group, where you're working with other entrepreneurs, people that you should consider your peers that are striving towards completing and meeting some of the same goals that you have. It's definitely strength in numbers. Definitely, that is a fact. Trust me. One of the things that you will also receive as one of the things that you will accomplish while in the program, that by the end of the program, you will develop your own business growth plan.
That's right.
This plan will give you the strategic blueprint to help you put what you've learned into action immediately. Not a year from now, not 2 weeks later. These are things that start that once you have this information and knowledge, you could begin to push those buttons and to look at who you want to be in partnerships with and who you want to work with to accomplish what your goals are. And the access that you will ultimately have to people that provide angel investment, different banks, different relationships that we have with people that fund different types of ventures, ideals, people that may just want to invest in what you already may have. Somebody may want to buy your business. You should be very well prepared and versed to be able to sit through conversations of this nature and to pitch your business to people. So, it's that and much more that, I may miss, but I think it's important to also know that there's this public part to what we're doing, that we get publicly, we work with people that are in the field of creative expertise in different areas, that we bring them in for different participation in sessions like this, public forums, and we have a wealth of different resources and people that we work with. But I want to be very clear that this is just a part of your process. This is a tool and a mindset and a movement that we've started to be able to say, what are we contributing to being solution makers and change agents through business and through financial literacy and freedom to move and get closer to generational wealth.
And that's really what it's all about. It's really all about how can we see an opportunity in a time of uncertainty. And what we're telling you is that there is opportunity. And as an entrepreneur, I know that you know this. Even though you may be in pain right now, even though you may have to have made some really tough decisions, and I know that you have, and I know that you're hurting emotionally and mentally, but you also know, because you have that special thing that only entrepreneurs have, you know that there is opportunity in this. And if you can get through this, which you will, but if you can get through this, having made a plan, having stayed focused, having built a new community of supporters, having leveraged technology, having learned how to be resilient, having learned how to redefine how business is going to be done post-COVID.
I want to say something about somebody who comes to mind who immediately didn't waste any time. And this is my fellow entrepreneur and Newark Business Hub alumni, Matt Williams. Matt Williams has I'm So Newark and Risen TV. Matt was the first person that I saw that went from I have a production company to no, I've been doing live streaming for 30 years. That is something that I know the churches and everybody right now has to convert from having a live audience to being able to deliver their content live over the internet and over other servers and things of that nature. Matt was on Facebook Live immediately, presenting that as a service that he's offering and presenting that as, look, don't get discouraged. We have the ability to communicate and utilize the resources and the skill sets that we have. And I just want to shout him out for inspiring me to know that people are like-minded and are thinking like, look, we don't have time to ball up and be in the corner as much as it hurts. And you know, there's some things that we're going to mention to be able to address, you know, mental health and the crisis that we're dealing with as physical human beings. But I think we also, as entrepreneurs, we just cut from a different cloth. The ones, those of us that mean this, we really mean it. And you know, people sometimes think that it's all about them or us. It's a lot. It's much bigger than that. It's just much bigger than that. And I can speak personally for myself. This is about legacy building for me. You know, this is all about what will people say or what will people have advantage to take advantage of when I'm dead and gone that lives on, that helps other people that look like me.
That's right. That's right. And I think that's the point, that this is the time now when we are, as a global community, we are being pushed to go inward, to focus on the inside. And if you know anything about entrepreneurship, you know that entrepreneurs always want to go out. We always want to help others. We always are working on our business. You know, we need to really take this time to go inward, to make those plans, to make those new partnerships. I saw someone even now on our chat that says, hey, we want to partner with the accelerator. Yes, now is the time to make plans for what happens after this. And this is the point, Jeff. You when you were describing the Newark Business Hub, you talked about how the classes are many different classes, but what has just been added because of the season that we're in is a special focus on every class, no matter what the topic is. Every class is going to be talking about resilience. How do you make it through right now while planning for the future? How do you, as an owner, have the courage and the optimism to deal with overcoming your fears and keeping hope alive? You know what I mean? How do you keep that hope alive enough so that you can renegotiate and restructure terms? Talk to your lenders, talk to your insurance agents, talk to your suppliers, talk to your landlords. We are going to help you do that.
I think it's important too to, you know, in regards to that, understand the importance of what role technology affords us and what role it plays in everything that we do. And again, we started this understanding that we could, one, reach more people. Two, you know, people that follow me on social media, they see I always say hashtag global, hashtag let's grow, hashtag let's own. I'm speaking things to existence, into existence. I'm not saying that to talk slick. I'm saying things that I've been witness and experience as a result of believing that I'm going to grow our business and I'm going to grow what we're doing and I'm going to reach other demographics and other client bases in other countries and everything else. But it all starts and continues with education and lifelong learning. And we have to be at the forefront of that. So right now, we had an opportunity we just extended the deadline for applications until April 3rd. And in that, Kim, if you wanted to allude to what that, what that entails, and you go ahead.
Well, look, I think, right now would be a good time, because I think people should know right now that what we're talking about is resources, and that the Consciouspreneur Conversation is about resources. So before I go any further, if you like what you're hearing, make sure that you hit the subscribe.
Yes.
Subscribe and hit the bell, and make sure that you get all of our alerts, because see, when me and Jeff get together and we start talking, the main things we do is give stuff away. The main thing that we do is run our mouth and be talking about all kinds of resources that are going to help other people have an easier time in their entrepreneurship journey than we have had. So we create the way so that other people can have more success. So if you're all about success and you want to be around people who don't hold on to information, but rather share information, hit that bell right now.
Yes, it's important to subscribe. Very important. If you want to stay in tune, subscribe. That is.
You can also join our email list. It's very easy. It goes like this. This is our email, so that you can join our email list. It's hello@newarkbusinesshub.com. That's hello@newarkbusinesshub.com. So if you send us an email, we will add you to our email list and we'll stay in touch. But to your point, Jeff, I think there's a few things I want to cover about. I want to just recap what we've covered, just in case there are people that have just joined us. Okay. What we're talking about is creating opportunities in the midst of these uncertain times by providing resources to creative entrepreneurs. This was a call to all creative entrepreneurs, because what we have is really valuable. It's called the Newark Business Hub. The Newark Business Hub is an educational experience. It's all about helping you to build wealth through lifelong learning. And that wealth is built through lifelong learning that's provided by Rutgers Business School Center for Urban Entrepreneurship and Economic Development. That is the engine powering the executive education that starts really soon. It starts so soon. And we wanted to make sure that, especially now, as many people as possible had the opportunity to know that this could be their chance to find their community, to find support, to help you go in during this time of being at home and using that energy productively. The application has been extended. It was actually supposed to end today. Today, the 31st, the applications are supposed to be done. But because we know it's been a rough 2 weeks, this is the first time I put on makeup in 2 weeks. This is the first time I put earrings on in 2 weeks. And I know I'm blessed, so I can imagine other people and what they've experienced. So we wanted to just extend the window a little bit further to Friday, April the 3rd. The application to the Newark Business Hub will close. That's 11:59 on Friday. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to say 11:59. 5 o'clock on Friday. Your application is due. And why am I putting pressure on you? Because this is opportunity knocking.
Kim, I want to say something about what you just mentioned. And I know if you're tuned in, You can see the banner that's been up here on the screen that's talking about full and partial scholarships that amount to over $5,000. So it's not just us talking and just, you know, preaching to the choir. These are real opportunities that have a value of even much more than that to them. And in that, I just want to just take a station, not even a break, but just want to thank our sponsors. You know, we got Rutgers Business School Center for Urban Entrepreneurship and Economic Development. We have Express Newark. Shout out to the whole entire team over at Express Newark. We appreciate all that you continue to do for creative entrepreneurs, and we appreciate your support. We have Capital One Bank, who is also a supporter of this initiative and initiatives like this. And of course, we have ourselves, the Newark Business Hub. We all play a very vital role in bringing these things to the community, bringing these things to the public to be able to experience. So just want to, again, thank all of our sponsors as well as everybody that's been a supporter of all the things that we do. All our ambassadors that are out there that support us. We know that you speak very highly of what we do, and we appreciate any and every one of you all in regards to supporting what our mission is. Newark Arts Council and the likes of Fahmy Shakur and just people that get it. Anthony Smith, people that's been in this community that, you know, that do things, but they lead by action.
So, I mean, you say community, Jeff, and to stay true to our spirit, the Newark Business Hub's community is truly global. So it is all of those people who are making sure that creative entrepreneurs survive and are positioned to thrive, but it's beyond New Jersey.
Yes.
I want to give a shout out to our partners in Memphis, Tennessee.
Yes.
And the Memphis, Tennessee hub with Art Up and Linda Steele. They are a part of our network. And those people are going to be a part of this conversation while we really all come together in community and gather and talk about how we are overcoming these times. And then I think about Samad Davis in South Africa. Our community is truly global today. I think about our partners in Havana, Cuba, and in Accra, Ghana. See, we're connecting the dots, folks. This is a global community, and we understand that more today than we ever did, I think. We understand how globally connected we really are. But the Newark Business Hub is offering full scholarships and partial scholarships. And it's simple. The application could not be simpler. I think you should just focus on the benefits that you will get from this experience. One, you will not be alone. And right now, those words, they mean a lot.
Yeah.
You will not be alone. You will have people that are interested and invested in your success. And that investment starts right now. We are willing to invest in you by offering a full or partial scholarship. And all you have to do is complete the application by Friday, April the 3rd. And here it is. Here is the secret to the application. You ready? It's not a test. There are no wrong answers on the application. You literally just have to talk about yourself. Talk about your business. Talk about your challenges. Talk about your successes. Talk about where you want to go. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, and you know, again, we're constantly evolving and elevating and reaching new audiences. And again, we look to partner and grow with other like-minded businesses. We have a very exciting partnership with the Rutgers Office of Continuing Professional Education that's really going to help us expand our global reach online. Shout out to Ken Carmichael and his team at the office in New Brunswick. We really have to just be thankful for even the chancellor here at Rutgers Newark, Nancy Cantor, who had the vision to offer grants for people with creative ideas. And, you know, some of the seed funding that initially started this whole Newark Business Hub came from a chancellor seed grant. And we're almost 5 years later, still pushing forward and not relying on one individual or person to be the end all and be all answer to how we move this movement forward. And we can't do it without working together and collaborating with like-minded folks. So this is a time for us to really take a very strong look at our own internal inventory.
Yes.
Things to what are we doing to make ourselves better as individuals in business and in our communities through business. And the bottom line is people always, you know, shy away from being in business to make money. Lanier Richardson always he has a saying that we should be unapologetic about the fact that we're trying to make money. We're here to make money. And there's nothing wrong with that. But in that, we still have social responsibilities and responsibilities to our community to bring people along with us to show them how they could do the same things that we're working towards. And if we could do that as a collective, that's half the battle.
But I think what you just described, though, is a certain kind of entrepreneurship, Jeff. And I don't want to gloss over the fact that everybody is not that kind of entrepreneur, meaning some people is just about making money. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. They call that capitalism, right? We live in that. You make your own judgment. But I think what you just described is more so like what we're talking about when we mean consciouspreneur, conscious entrepreneurship. Conscious entrepreneurship is concerned about the next person, right? It is responsible for the community. It is responsible for our environment and our resources, right? And so a lot of people call that social entrepreneurship. That's kind of the buzzword. But I think that's the spirit that you and I both bring to all areas of our work. And that is the spirit that we bring to the Newark Business Hub. And it's certainly the spirit that we're bringing to our newest venture here at the Consciouspreneur Conversations.
Yes. And we need everybody to subscribe, like, and share this information. So in order for you to stay in tune to what's going on in our world and what's going on with the resources that we're bringing to bear, you should be tuned into Newark Business Hub TV, which is this channel that you're on right now, and subscribe and share and hit that notification bell and button so you're aware of when it's going down. Technology, again, allows us to be global, and there's no excuses. We started at zero. What's the excuse? There's no excuses. You started on board with a zero, and it's on us, not somebody else's responsibility. We have to be accountable for our actions in this. And even in the midst of this uncertainty, trust me, the 1% and whomever else, people are making a lot of money right now.
That's right.
Are you going to be a consumer, or are you going to partake in selling a product or service that you have a necessary skill set in so you could build some generational wealth alongside the 1%, the 2%, 3%, whatever, the thousandaires, whatever? You have to be an active participant in your own development, your own growth. So we want to be partners in that. We have a saying. My partner and I have a saying is that we're not activists, we're actionists. And this is about action and being able to offer something that's real. And no knock on anybody that does any of that type of work, but we like to be able to put pen to paper and to be able to execute plans and strategies.
I think that's very well said, Jeff. And what we're offering you is an invitation to be a part of some really forward-thinking people, a community of forward-thinking, creative entrepreneurs with the backing of Rutgers Business School. So we're offering you to be a part of a global community. You already know. We're saying that we can help you and what we have is valuable, but we're opening the door. Now is the time. And I just want to thank everybody and thank our sponsors again, Rutgers Business School Center for Urban Entrepreneurship and Economic Development, Capital One, Express Newark, and the Newark Business Hub for supporting Consciouspreneur Conversations. And we will be back with more information next week. Next week.
Yes.
So thank you to everyone who worked with us, even behind the scenes, Michelle McClammy from ISM Social Media Management, Jade Leanne, Kimberly Reed, David James, and so many others, Matt Williams, that helped us to transform a concept into a reality so that we could be here right now and give you these important resources. We are Consciouspreneur Conversations. We are the Newark Business Hub. My name is Kimberly Williams, and I can't wait to be with you again next week. Please subscribe.
Please hit that subscribe button. And I just want to shout out all the Newark Business Hub alumni and all of my partners in business at Cobblestone Multimedia, and just globally, Samad, everybody that we work with on a consistent basis, Ken Gifford, so many people. Just know that we all are here and we are active. We in the lab. Yes.
We is in the lab. So we will open up the doors to the lab again next week on Tuesday, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard on the Consciouspreneur Conversation, Newark Business Hub TV.
Yeah, shout out to LeBron Lee and my whole multimedia team that make me look like a genius. I got a team. It's not just me. Trust me, it's a team. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Rock Bones, my partner Black, Ron Krause, just everybody that we work with. And I think this is an extension in us extending ourselves even further through what we have to offer. And we want you all to be safe, use common sense. If you could stay from outdoors, do that. Make sure that you're taking the proper precautions to build your immune systems up. Drink plenty of water and just take care of ourselves. And we're going to get through this. We've got through a lot, trust me. And I'm not going to stop till I'm 10 toes up. I ain't going to even stop there because this going to still be going. So for me, this is about legacy. And I want to thank all of you for tuning in. And we'll see you all back here next week. And please tap into the resources that's been made available online. A lot of frequently asked questions are available. So just tune in and tap in. Stay woke.
That's right. And if you need resources, please go to newarkbusinesshub.com/COVID-19 information. If you've been affected, on our website, we now have information about resources available for you as an artist or an arts organization. So please go to our website, stay connected to us. We'll always remain connected to you. My name is Kimberly Williams, and this is the Consciouspreneur Conversation.
And I'm Jeff Billingsley. Shout out to my family. I love y'all. And I thank all of y'all for being in tune and tuning in. And we'll see y'all next week. Peace. Stay resilient. Stay vigilant. Stay woke. Streets is watching.